Hello everyone, welcome back to my second channel, welcome back to Jack in the Books, and welcome to my last resort, because I am having to essentially discipline myself at this point to read the unread books that are sitting on my TBR. These are books that I've owned for just a minute too long. At this point, it's like, I need to read them this year, or I need to unhaul them. And I'm sticking to that. I'm gonna make another video in 1 year's time where I will react to this video, and if I haven't read these books, they're getting the chop. They're going to the charity shop, they're done. Basically, as a way to motivate myself to read the books. And I will tell you what they are right now. I'm gonna go through the list, I'm gonna show you the books that I am determined to read at some point this year. I'm holding myself accountable, you guys can hold me accountable, and eventually I will read these books that I bought because I was really excited about and just for some reason have never got around to. So, firstly, we have Desperate Characters by Paula Fox. There is absolutely no excuse for not having read this because look how thin it is. This is literally 156 pages. I need to read that this year. Speaking of small books, we also have On the Road by Jack Kerouac, which is a book I feel is so important in like pop culture. It's such a classic, I cannot believe that I haven't read this. I feel like I'm doing myself a disservice by not having read this. So it's going on the pile. Next, a book that I was given for Christmas like 3 years ago. It is Do Not Say We Have Nothing, and I just have no justification for why I have not read this book yet. I've even started it. I'm pretty sure I got like 50 pages in and then stopped for no reason. For no reason. I need to read this. Then we have Empire Land, which I think is like essential reading anyway, but then I also have it in hardback and I've owned it for a long time at this point, so I desperately need to get around to reading this. And I will. I'm committing to it. I absolutely will. Well, we'll see in a year's time, if I actually do. Another book I have in hardback and I need to read because the whole internet has read it aside from me, The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. I think I might listen to this in audiobook format though, because I feel something about this is screaming audiobook to me. I've had a range of opinions on this book and I have FOMO. I want to get involved. I want to be able to comment. I need to read it to do that. Next. A Court of Thorns and Roses. Firstly, because I know I can get a banging video out of this. Like, I should do a video reacting to this book. Like, at this point, why have I not done that already? But also, again, I've got FOMO. Like, I'm curious. Everyone talks about this book, for better or for worse, and I need to know. I have to know what my opinion on this is. This next book has been so high on my TBR for the longest time, and for some reason just always gets pushed for something else. And that is Detransition Baby. It's literally described on the cover as so good I want to scream. I want to scream too because I haven't read it. Why? No reason. And at this point, no excuse. So it's going in the pile. And I'm gonna make sure these stay to one side so that if I don't get around to reading them, they're getting chops. They're getting put in a bag and someone else can love them. Next we have Oh William. This actually I didn't get that long ago, but I just want to make sure that I read it, to be honest. This was very popular over the last year and I am missing out. And why would I miss out on something that I literally own? Next, a bit of a classic that I haven't read. This is Anne of Green Gables, and I do have a plan. I have a specific date in mind where I'm going to read this book because I'm going to do a video on like the cottagecore aesthetic, and I feel like this is the cottagecore book. Megan, the cottagecore book. And so this is going to be read in like February or end of January. It's going to be read. Next, we have this book. This is Yoke, and I'm pretty sure this is set in New York. Yeah, it is. Okay, so I will read it in New York City. I'm taking it with me. Next we have The Discomfort of Evening. I feel discomfort at the fact that I have not read this book, that I paid money for. I bought this book for my video that I did on books in translation, but then I decided to go down a different route with that video, and because originally I was just reading books that were by European authors, then I decided to just do like the whole world, and so this was one of the ones that got like swapped out for another book, and so it's unread. It's sitting there collecting dust. Okay, 3 more books. This one is called Fake Accounts, and I've heard mixed accounts on like reading experiences of this book. Some people enjoyed it, some people didn't love it, so again, it's like one of those books where I'm just curious. I need to know. I want to get involved in the conversation and share my opinion, share my review on the internet. So, Fake Accounts. Then we have We Are All Birds of Uganda. This was the first book published by Murky Books, which is Stormzy's publishing house / imprint, and I bought it because I was excited about it, and for some reason I just never got around to reading it. And again, this is a hardback book. If you're gonna buy it before it comes out in paperback, if you're gonna pay a premium price, you better read it, boy. You better read it. So I'm gonna read it. That's the plan. I'm going to read this book in 2023. And then the final book in this rant video is this one. This is Beach Read. And by the way, the rant is at myself. I'm mad at myself. But the final book is Beach Read by Emily Henry, who I have a mixed history with. Some of her books I've enjoyed, some I haven't. But Beach Read seems to be like the overall like fan favourite. So I think that it's essential reading for me if I'm going to make an opinion on this author. So those are the books. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So just over one per month. I will read these books. I absolutely will. I'm determined to read these books in this fine year of 2023. So anyway, if I don't read these books, I will be unhauling them in 365 days from right now, and you'll be the first to know if you press subscribe. So see you in a year. Well, hopefully I'll see you before then. You can subscribe if you're new, you can like this video if you liked it, and I will catch you very, very soon. And sign up to my channel memberships on my main channel if you want to join my reading community. Anyway, love ya. Bye.